Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Karen, we're going to move on to you. I'm just kind of going down the road today, guys. So does Zelda, that's a cat, need meds for thyroid? Okay, medical. Let's see if we can get anything on that. Of course, as always, we are not doctors or vets, but we'll see what we can come up with. Zelda. I'm going to do my pendulum too.
There is something in her, in the nutrition or in the enzymes. She is lacking something in her diet that may not be supporting the thyroid, or that may be causing the thyroid to struggle a little bit more. Um, Whatever that is that helps, like the enzyme or the nutrient, mineral, something in the diet. Is it a mineral? Is it a enzyme? Is it a nutrient? Yeah, it's simply a nutrient, which is good. Is it something that they can supplement with food? This is something they can supplement in the water. What can you enhance your water with? I don't know.
Minerals
Some
in water.
Yeah. They're saying, I'm just getting it. It's something not simple, but it is, you're able to remedy this with a adjustment to the food. I'm sure you've changed her food a couple of times, Karen, um, for more supportive kind of a nutrient dense, or maybe even simplify the food. I'm not sure. There's something. Fluoride's. I don't think fluoride's good for anybody, Lisa. But thank you. And they do put fluoride in water, but I've heard terrible things about fluoride. May have to find a better quality cat food. Yeah. Okay. How about you, Mark?
I get a no on meds. I don't think that's necessary. I'm not sure that would, like, I'm not sure thyroid meds is the answer. And my pendulum said a big oh no on that one. Now, of course, you always have food out, right? Karen, I'm pretty sure you do. But, you always want some dry food out and available all the time for her to eat whenever she wants. And then when you do wet food, that's like, dinner once a day. But she needs access all the time to dry food. Let me see here.
She said she's a picky eater.
Food, yes, food's always out. Yeah, I do get that she's a little bit picky. And some of it's just her choice. She also says, I eat, just not always when you notice, or not as much as you'd like. I'm not feeling too anxious or anything about it. Yeah, I thought you'd always have food out, so I knew that. She loves sour cream. That's cute. I would say maybe some more variety in there. Try to add a little more variety. And if it's one kind of kibble, switch it up a little. Now I know, and what I do is not always what everybody needs to do, but with my cats, and I have 4, and so I'm trying to please all 4 of them. But every time I try something like, he said, maybe I should get a more neutral, a better quality cat food. So I've tried that a few kinds, and my cats and my dogs will go, no, thank you. I hate it. I don't want fine, delicious, healthy, nutritious food. Like we won't even take more than one nibble. So they like just the old Friskies or, those kinds that have been around forever. Or
What about canned fish, Mark? Not necessarily sardines, but the bigger ones. I don't know what they're called.
or maybe tuna. You could get actual tuna. I feel like she likes stuff, just maybe, and she's picky, but she might like a little more variety. I do that a lot with mine. I'll switch up the canned food, or like yesterday I went to get pet food and I got like 20 cans, but there was a lot of different varieties in it. I mixed them all up. Same thing with the dry food. I know they don't love, Science Diet, or they don't like any of those. But I will switch the Friskies. Like, they like the ones that have the little soft centers. They like the extra crunchies. They like the little ones that are broiled or basted. So I'll switch them up. And then they eat that. And that's pretty good for so many different cats. But I think it also helps that I switch it up a lot. And if she loves tuna, give her some tuna. Especially if you're like, she's not eating as well. Yeah, and chicken.
What about even fish oil on the dry food, or fish oil, just put a few drops in?
Yeah.
I don't know about oh, she said that's exactly what she's doing. Lots of variety. She loves tuna. She makes chicken, boiled chicken, and she just says she's finicky.
I don't think there's anything really wrong with her other than just personality. I mean,
Constant change is her bag. Oh my gosh, Karen, she has you wrapped around her little finger.
Seems like that's her. I don't know. She's not really acting like that she feels sick or anything. And she's just sort of, so what? I don't know. She's pretty much content. I love, this is my favorite card, Bliss. Contentment is in hand. When I was thinking about, she don't seem very concerned. No, she doesn't really. She's got a lot of personality. She also, now she's giving me this idea, like a little model. She likes to be svelte and like sort of on the thinner side. I don't know. She feels like she thinks she's fine. So that's pretty good, Karen. I mean, I like when they say that. And that's my favorite card in that deck, is that cute Bliss card.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to worry about. I'm not getting thyroid. Did you get anything like that, Jean? Like thyroid?
I felt like there was some sort of a nutrient, mineral, something that was missing or lacking, or that she would feel better and be more herself if she had more balance. And yeah.
Also, offer her a handful of grass. I know it sounds stupid, but my one little cat, she just loves if I bring her in some grass because she don't want to go outside. Okay. And she'll munch it all down like it's delicious salad.
Yeah.
Okay, Suki, we recently rescued a puppy in our neighborhood. Rescued a puppy. She seems familiar to me. Do you have any insight for me? Rescued a puppy. Yeah, anything you eat. That sounds like a dog cat. Okay. Suki, are you here? Yeah, MR, you can buy cat grass, but my cat's just like regular old grass. And it's really good now because it's trying to be spring, and so it's really dark green and everything. I picked some yesterday. It's pumpkin that really, because I see the other guys, they eat it when they're out there, but she won't go out. So I called her in for dinner, and I just made her a bowl of wet food. And then I put a little pile of grass in front of it. So she had the grass first. And then she said, I'll have my salad first, and then I'll have my main course. My pets are very entertaining. Okay, Suki's here. So, Suki, are you looking to keep this puppy? It looks like a mini lab. Benny is his name. Okay, Benny. That was my next question. Benny.
So, just the very first thing that I got Suki for when you said he seems familiar to me, and I checked to see if you knew each other's soul or if he was a previous pet of yours previously or something. And I feel as though with the first thing that I got, and I could be wrong, Mark will be able to give you more clarity, but I feel as though the familiarity that you have with him is that you agreed to rescue him in this lifetime at this moment prior to like a pre-life agreement as that he would be in your life and that you would rescue him. So this is when you say he seems familiar, it's almost like you it was meant to be, almost like that familiar. And now Mark would be able to tell you if he was a previous pet, because I don't. I just feel as though it was it was destined for you to rescue this puppy, and you recognize his soul and he recognizes your soul. That's what I was feeling.
Right. I also think he might have shown himself in a dream to give you a heads up he was coming. And so that might have been why you felt like you recognized him. Also, I see your comment there about your husband crossing. And this is from him as well, this puppy. So this was like a meant to be thing. You know, it was an accident that you found the pup. I feel like your husband was like there with him, helping to guide him there. I still get that he may have came to you in a dream, just like right before, so that you would stop, pay attention, decide, I'm keeping him. You know what I mean? It was like, why do I feel like I know this dog? You know, that kind of a thing. It was sort of meant to be. And I feel like, you know, your husband's around for this thing. Hi, Gerald. I don't know his name, but I do feel his energy around as well. Wonder how this little puppy ended up there. Yeah. This is very weird, but like when I said, I wonder how that little puppy got there, just the image I saw, he just appeared. Dumpster. Okay. They found him at a dumpster. Almost like just manifested, you know, who knows? That sounds very bizarre. But I've seen that before at other things where things just came into being, sort of a thing. So I don't know if that's true or not. But it's like so another way of looking at that is he was born for you. You know, that was why he came in this form.
I definitely think your husband, I'm checking in with him, and that he definitely had a hand in it. And he's saying that he wanted you to have this companionship. He wanted you to have the companionship from this dog, and to watch over your emotions, your soul, your heart, your well-being, and just to watch over you. And he's almost like he's almost your husband's eyes, so that your husband is always watching over you, but he wants somebody like in on the ground, you know, in the it yeah, he needs some on the ground eyes. Is that the saying? I don't know.
Yeah. And he was kind of finagling a little bit, like to make sure you got it. You know, I like the idea that your grandkids found him and ended up with you. He says you weren't really thinking about going out and getting the dog. So I needed to kind of bring it to you, you know, bring it right there. So it was like, oh, I don't have a choice. I have the dog, you know, because I think on some ways you might have thought about it, but we're thinking, I don't know if I should get one or if this is the right time or do I. So almost like he had to just put it in your hands to make sure you got it. Yeah, I feel his energy. You didn't want a dog. Yeah, see, that's what he's talking about. And then he said, the pup is obsessed with me. How are you going to kick this little pup out? He's giving you all the lovins and the kisses and the lovins. And your husband says, it's a good energy for you. I was forced. Yeah. The husband said that it's something that will help you. It will lift you up, lift your spirits. It brings more of a joy focus into your life, whether you want it or not. You can't hardly help it. Also, love energy, like that unconditional love, feeling loved at this time in your life, wherever you are. He's very adamant about it. So you might think of it as a gift from him, your husband, Donnie, who was my partner's name too. You might go ahead and think of that. Is his, now this is probably not true. Is there an anniversary for him that's around soon? Your husband, I mean? It's not near his birthday or the time he passed, is it? Somewhere around. Like, anyway, for some reason that came into my brain. Something about the timing. How it's connected to him a little bit. His birthday is June 21st. Yeah, that's not the one. That's too far away. Something else. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah. The saying I was looking for is boots on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah. But I also feel like he's puppy now and rambunctious and maybe but he'll train fast for you. He'll be loyal and dedicated in just several months, maybe 4, 5, 6 months. But he will be a really loyal and dedicated. He'll be an easy train unexpectedly, and your husband's going to have a hand in that for sure. But it won't be forever. So if the dog's like yelping in the middle of the night or whatever, just it won't be for long. It won't be for long. I don't know. Puppies are really needy. So.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. And they stay puppies, especially that size dog, about 2 years before they really move out of puppy brains into more adult thinking. But, it gets better as it goes along. But, there's a lot of just rambunctious, what's over there? Look under there. Squirrel. There's all that when they're a little puppy figuring everything out. Yeah, do you remember what month? I don't know why he's bugging me about this, that your husband passed. Anyway, here we are. Little pup is very content and satisfied. He feels at home. He's like, yay, I don't have to look. I made it. I'm here. And he's very happy where he's supposed to be. Great. Love it. His testicles haven't dropped yet. Well, thank you for sharing that. He crossed December 27th. Okay. I don't know what he's trying to tell me about this.
What about your birthday, Snooky? Or I said Snooky, Sookie. Something.
Holiday or something. I don't know. St. Patrick's Day. I don't know why that came in. Usually it doesn't. So we'll just say that was maybe my brain having a mishap. All right. Which is entirely possible.
Yeah.
Kelly S., the Mystic Next Door. Are you still here? Or Froxy Roxy? I'm going to give you a couple names so I know who's still here. And Jolene. One of you guys say howdy, and we'll go to your question. Oh, that's another question, MJ40. 420, I mean. Lots of new questions coming in here.
I know.
And we're late.
I know.
So
there's such her birthday's in September, so it's not that. You'll think of it, Sookie, and you'll have to put it in the show notes below. You're like, Mark, I remember what you were saying.
That was a weird thing that they even brought up. I don't even know what it had to do with anything. Okay. But it seemed like somehow he's trying to let you know that somehow in there, as you look at the situation, you can almost tell it was a gift from him somehow in there. There's
Mm-hmm.
some little something about it. I don't know. Okay, probably not that important. He's just glad that it happened, it accomplished, you connected, and he wants you to know it's from him. Okay, did we get any hellos? Because there's
Roxy is here.
so we're going to do you. May I have a message from my only dog I ever had?
And Kelly is here now too.
Okay,
So,
we'll get
yeah.
you next, Kelly. Mushy, she passed in the 1980s. Okay, so you had a dog in the 80s, many decades ago, and she passed then. And so, is there any message from her? And her name was Mushy. I like that name, Mushy. Hi, Kelly. A little kitty. No, a little dog. It's not a cat. Well,
I feel like there's a situation almost like where you live, you can't have dogs, or that you're away at work so much that you can't have dogs, or there's a situation, somebody has an allergy or something, that it was almost like a once in a lifetime opportunity, and that Mushy feels very honored um, and special to have been the one dog in your life that was able to almost I feel as though you actually had this like telepathy thing with Mushy. Like you would think something or wish something, or it like Mushy would be able to almost read your mind, or connect with you one on one. I don't know if you had some quiet time with Mushy, like Mushy was very snuggly with you particularly. But Mushy is saying that they were honored that they were the one and only dog that you were lucky enough to have in your life. So Mushy is saying, "Oh, Mushy is saying that they've moved on. They've moved on to bigger and better things. I think that I feel as though that was like a graduation for Mushy. After Mushy passed, I I'm a little timid because of Mark's expertise here, but I feel as though Mushy moved on to a new lifetime or a new status but not as a dog, and maybe even perhaps as another a little bit larger animal. Um, He's almost saying that you were the one. It's not only that he was the only one for you, but you were the only one for him, and like his last human before he transitioned into a new form.
yeah. Yep. The first thing I got when we first tuned in was that he'd already reincarnated, and that he wasn't still in spirit form. That was like the first words. So I like that Gene came there too. Um, I like to sit and be quiet and listen because I'm already, hearing my stuff and everything. And so then I love when you guys, especially when you like kind of say what's in my head out loud. Love it. Because it shows that we're like, in sync. Um, and I also got that he may have reincarnated in a different form right off the top as well. Now, I think he's seen you since then too. I know you don't have any pets, but was there a cat since Mushy that you were friends with, or did you have a cat once upon? I know you don't have any right now, but did you have a cat since Mushy, or was there like a cat friend or something? He wants to say he has seen you since, again, in form. I'm kind of getting a cat energy. So I don't know, but and the reason I'm saying that is because I got the, well, now I put it back in there like a dummy, but I pulled the card of rest, and it's the little doggy sleeping, like, I was up there sleeping, resting after my life. And then I came back, but then so I can't find that card, but I had it out. But then I pulled this cautious beware of dogs, and it's a little cat peeking around the corner. So I almost feel like he came back as a cat for some reason. I don't know. If you don't have any thought about a cat, then that's probably not true, but it should resonate with you if it is. Yeah, you had 4 cats over the years. Gotcha. So, and now look at my pendulum. This is the yes direction. I think you've had him again as a cat. That's what he wants to say. And I love that I got this cautious beware of dogs. It's like I couldn't be a dog. I had to be a cat to come back to you. I don't know. It's just sort of the perfect card, especially in my brain when I'm thinking, look like you became a cat. And then this is the card. And I don't know, my pendulum. So think about that, Froxy. I know that's a little bit different, but according to him, he was with you again after he passed as the dog. And I feel like he was there in physical form. And I'm going to say it was one of your cats. Now, if you think about the 4 of the cats that you've had over the years, one of them might ring a bell with you or something like that when you go over them. But that's kind of what the message was he wanted me to express to you today. So, and then I sit and listen to Jean, and all of her things are going right along with my brain, and then you're saying things that are going right along. So all that acts really well confirmation for me, because I'm just poor old Mark who don't know nothing. And so I received the information, but then I'm still trying to check it and everything, at the same time. So that feels good. I felt like that was the message he was trying to get across there.
Yeah, I think that it's important to get that validation so that we know that the message is closed, like the message has been, received. And I just feel like she just said, somehow, some way, I'll find my way back to your heart. And that's what they did. So, yeah.
And I just think for whatever reason, it was easier to have a cat than a dog. And that's part of the reason why Mushy switched. I know you said I'm kind of more of a dog person, but I like cats too. I get it. But it was more about it was what would be the easiest way kind of for you. I feel like somehow that helped. That was why the choice was made, because he wanted to continue to be with you for some time. And I do feel like this cat was with you for a while. It wasn't just a brief period. It was a while. Yeah. Anyway, love it. Okay. Well, we're running out of time, so we'll try to do one more at least. So we told Kelly we'd go to her because she said,
hi, Miss Mims. Miss Mims popped in. She says, hi.
I know she was going to be here at the beginning. Something happened. That was who was going to help me. Remember I told you?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think I said her name was Marilyn, but it's Miss Mims. One and the same. Okay. I thought we might see her. Okay. So Kelly, let's see your question. I'd love a message from my living kitty. Yay, living kitty. Lucy. Is there any message for us? Little Lucy. Hey, Lucy.
I feel like she's heavy for her size. I feel like she's either just maybe a lot of muscle. Like when you pick her up, she looks like she's going to be light, and when you pick her up, but she has some weight on her, and I mean it in the kindest sense of the in the kindest way. There, it just feels like she's has a denseness to her. I feel her hiding in a cubby hole. She's showing me that she likes to hide in a cubby hole. She usually, I don't know if it's under a table or behind a particular couch or something where she likes to hide away. And she comes out and she's all like stretchy. And you're like, you're napping again? Like she's like, I just napped. And she comes out and like just, it's almost like a little bit of drama, but she kind of just, she's just really relaxed and I think she does this to help you relax is what she's saying. She goes and she hides away, and when she comes out, she could do her stretching before she comes out, but she like finds you and does a little bit more stretching, and it's just napping, and I can see her stretching all the time. She just feels maybe she just, I don't know if you do stretching. Do you do yoga in front of her, or do you do some sort of a something she just loves to, like, how they put their back leg up and that back leg's out, everything else is there, but that back leg, she loves to stretch. And something about her, like, I felt like she was muscly, like strong and dense, but she just she likes to hide. What else do you like to do? What is it, Lucy? She does want you, she does encourage you to take care of yourself, to rest, to stretch. She wants to get you to feel, even me just going like this makes me feel just a little bit more at ease, like just the thought of stretching makes you just feel a little bit better. And if you're like on the computer, if you're working or whatever, and she just comes by and stretches, it like reminds you, okay, maybe I want to stretch. It's almost like a yawn is contagious,
Yeah.
but she's very much attuned to your energy, to your vibration. She says to me also, you have telepathy with her. She says she can hear you, but she doesn't let you know. Like, even if you say, are you ready to eat? She'll be like pretend like I don't want to tell her I can hear her. She said she can hear you though. But she chooses when and how to respond. But she does love playing with you. There's something that you like to do. You either rattle a can or you rattle something, and she likes to come running because she knows it's playtime. Um, but I don't. She's very she's wonderful, loving. She does. She comes and reminds you when you're busy and focused. She'll come rub in between your legs. She'll do like that figure eight in between your legs, like when are you going to get done work, mom? Like, get up and move, mom. I just feel like she's oh, she is lazy and fat. I didn't want to say that. I just said muscular.
Yeah. Very
She
cute.
had a little weight. It's all muscle. She told me it was all muscle. Jean, it's all muscle.
Very cute.
Oh, that's
Um,
hysterical.
well, first of all, she's very attached to you, her person. There's no doubt about that. She would think that you and she are one. You're matched. I like this, Grace. Everyone is connected. So she feels very connected. I also feel like she likes to be tactile with you. So, like Jean was saying, rub it against you, but also, I don't know, I feel like she likes to sit in your lap and hang with you. Like, she likes to touch, it feels like. You can correct me if I'm wrong. She also says she has everything. She's spoiled rotten.
She's
very,
stretching there.
yeah, happy cat. She's got a little bit of a Buddha belly there, but she still does her stretches. And she also says, yeah, I have it all, but you can go ahead and indulge me and pamper me all you want. I love this picture. Look how fat. There's her fat belly and her sunglasses.
You told me it was all muscle.
She enjoys all that. That's like, that's good for me. She's pretty content to be in the house and stuff. She don't like you know, other cats are super curious. Yeah, not so much for her. Other cats might like to go out exploring. Yeah, not so much for her. She is happy at home. She's kind of like a happy homebody. Is what I feel like. Correct me if I'm wrong. And could not be more spoiled or happy as far as that goes. The one other thing I'm getting is that maybe from time to time you look up and she's just staring at you, and you like go, "What?" Or, why are you staring at me? Or like, stop staring at me, like that kind of a thing where she's just gazing upon you for no apparent reason, and you're thinking, "What?" But some of that too is the telepathic thing. She knows when you think about her. She knows when your thoughts are about her. She likes when you think about her, that kind of thing, because that clicks on, that back and forth. She's happy as can be. I don't feel like she wants for anything. She feels lucky, but I don't have much more time. But just let me see here. Let me just look at this one real quick. I don't know. She's been connected to you for a while. That little card where the little paw was in the hand. So I'm not 100% sure if this is the first time she's been with you. It feels like she's more familiar with you than that. So you guys may have been together for more than this time. Like, she's kind of got that little bit of familiar energy where she's known you, and she's worked with you before. She's comfortable with that position. She's comfortable with being like your little house cat or whatever, about as happy as she can be. I'm freezing. Oh no. You mean the video's freezing? Or you cold?
I think that's what she meant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, very happy kitty cat.
Mm-hmm.
All righty.
Yeah, there must be something like the solar flares or something going on and interrupting the internet connection today. This is the first time I'm online, so I hadn't noticed it prior to this, but
yeah, I hadn't either, but today has been a little bit wonky. Plus, I can feel it in my brain. It's like there's some kind of electrical thing or something. It like threw me off there for a minute, where I was like, "Wait, I lost focus. What happened?" And then we disappeared, and then we came. It was like, "What? I'm short circuiting." No, I'm kidding, but it was.
So sometimes when Lucy is staring at her, does she say that she stares at her? That if she's staring at her, maybe she can like see your angels or something. There's something around you that she can see, around you.
Part if the thing froze on her.
Mm-hmm.
But she did get, because there was that card, but then I could hear her saying, "Yeah, I like to look at her." So there's that. You guys, there were so many questions that I didn't get to today. I appreciate you all being here and asking. There was a lot that I wanted to get to, but didn't get to. Jolene, I don't know if you hung out with us. So sorry you lost your kitty cat Jules. We didn't get to look at her today, but my heart goes out to you. And I missed a lot of your questions today. I'm really sorry, guys, but we can only do so much. And we went a half hour longer than I normally do with Debbie. So thank you all for being here. I loved meeting your animal friends and meeting you guys. I thank you, Jean, for being here. It was so much fun reading with you today. I hope you enjoyed being in all the animal fur.
I really did. I really enjoyed it. I think this is going to become a habit. But what I wanted everybody to know, if you're watching this later on my channel, or if you're watching this later on Facebook, that Mark he comes on live to do animal psychic and mediumship questions every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern. And he also does private readings, and it's Spirit Whisper 88 at Gmail, right?
That's right. If you're interested in a reading, just send me an email and I'll send you a little sheet that tells you about them. and see if
Hmm.
you still want to do it or not. But you're not obligated. Just because you ask me, could I have information about reading? Don't mean you're telling me you want one. It just means you want information. I don't just post it for everybody because I'd rather you be interested in it.
Yeah.
I'm not really interested in just reading for everybody, anybody all the time.
Right.
I want
Right.
somebody to actually want it. So that's why. But it just takes one more step. And then I get your email and we can go back and forth and pick out a time and a date and all that stuff.
Hmm. And
So
please do come over and subscribe to Mark. He is Spirit Whisperer on YouTube. And come on over and subscribe so that you are notified when he does pop-ups. He's with me on my channel once a month, and I am just a guest. I'm a fill-in for somebody who is out of town. Mark is usually here with Debbie every
yeah,
Monday, and I'm honored to be invited to be a fill-in for his Monday show. It's just, you never know what's going to come in, and it's always so, it lifts my spirits. My heart chakra is like expanding and just overjoyed. It really is a beautiful place to come and just share time together. So
and who
thank you very
knows?
much.
But I don't know. I might need somebody next month too, because my partner in crime is in England. So
Well,
there's that.
if you
Yeah,
if you see me back next Monday, you'll know I did a good job.
yeah. Well, and she did a good job. You already know that. But I did want to say on that note, all of Jean's a link to her channel and her information is in the description on this video underneath. I took the time to put her information in there. So if you don't know her channel, please go over there and visit her. I say it down there too. Click on it and go check out her channel and subscribe, because that don't cost anything and it helps us out a lot. Really, it just helps YouTube make our videos available just so that people know they exist. The more subscribers we have, the more likely they are to make them available to more people. So that's why we're always pushing subscribe. Don't really, that's how it helps, So do that, and really appreciate it. I'm trying my best to finally get to 1,500. Boy, it's been a slug, but I'm slowly getting there. Anybody that hasn't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'll love you forever. All right, guys. We'll see you again. Now on Saturday, I'm back on with Ask Anything Day. So that day you can ask all your other kinds of questions.
Every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern.
And I've been doing that for 3
Ask
years.
anything.
Yeah,
And he means anything.
that's right. And I usually do that one alone. And Jean, what's your next thing coming up?
I'm going to be on later on today with the ladies. I have Magic Monday with Wisdom Seeker Joan and Terry Suzuki of Kiru Spiritual Journeys. And that's what I have coming up. And I'm very much looking forward to it. And it's on my channel. I'm hosting Sun Psychic Jean on YouTube is where you can find that at 4 p.m.
Sun Psychic Jean. Love it. And Jane, I saw your fun comment about Pan and the flowers. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. I read it. Yep, and Alaska and Butters. Alaska's behind me as always. The girls had to. Last time Alaska wasn't here, and I told her everybody missed her, so she came back.
Butters, Buttercup. Aw.
She goes, we're both sleepy. It's an old, overcast, cloudy, cold day today. Everybody's in the house today. Okay, guys, I love you all so much, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.